All right, this should be it. You should be able to hear me. You should be able to hear me now. I'm alive. Can you hear me? Can you hear me? All right, here we go. It should be fixed. It should be fixed. Ryan, there we go. Wonderful, wonderful, wonderful. All right. We're back on track, guys. I do apologize for the audio there. I was tweaking around with my audio for the music. I mean, I don't know what you guys thought about that music, but that's some of that YouTube copyright-free music. What a wonderful song. Let's start it again. No, I'm just kidding. We're not going to do it again. But thank you guys for bearing with me. What I was saying was I do want to give a shout-out to the TubeBuddy YouTube channel. There was no music either? Oh man, that was like the coolest thing. I had some fantastic music. I'll have to fix that again. Anyways, so with all of that being said, I want to give a shout out to the fine folks over at the TubeBuddy YouTube channel. You have Andrew doing some amazing work over there. We are at 95,000 and some odd subs. We're getting close to 100K subs. I know, guys, no music. Unfortunately, I'm not sure what happened there. I don't know why that it did that to me. But anyways, if you want to know the music that I was listening to, it was some copyright-free music from the YouTube audio library right here. Can you guys hear it now? Can you hear it now? Okay, hopefully you can hear it. It's called Hungry for Disaster. Great, great tune. But anyways, we're getting so close to 100K subscribers. We're doing a giveaway. We're doing all kinds of good stuff over there at the TubeBuddy YouTube channel. Will, you'd like to stay, but unfortunately you're at work. Hey, man, if you're at work, you got to do what you got to do, man. I completely understand that. Now, I do want to know this in chat before we dive into our topic for the day. Who all was at VidCon? How many of you guys had the opportunity to go to VidCon? I know Andrew was there. I know Phil was there from TubeBuddy. There was a ton of people there representing us and our brand from TubeBuddy. I'm sure Roberto Blake was there. I watched a bunch of his videos. Some other of the streamers that do streams here over on the TubeBuddy YouTube channel, I think they were there as well. So definitely let me know if you were in the sunny state of California, beautiful state of California, soaking in the rays and enjoying TubeBuddy as good YouTubers do. So if you can't, so all right. So NG teams, stop talking crap. This looks like a recorded video. It is not a recorded video, my man. I am here live in person. I just read your comment. That's proof to say that I am here. But anyways, I hope you guys are having a fantastic day. Today we are going to be talking specifically about, in the topic, we're going to be specifically talking about, I'm not sure if Andrew is here yet. Andrew, if you are here, if you could shoot me over a copy of the question and answer. Andrew, there he is. There he is, making his presence known. Andrew, I just gave you a shout out, man, on the YouTube channel there. You guys are doing so great. 100,000 subscribers. That is fantastic. So today we're going to be talking about collaborations and how to use these specific tools, the analytical tools from TubeBuddy to allow you to basically find people who are right for you to come in and collaborate on your channel. So obviously we all know what a YouTube collaboration is, right? We all understand that if you collaborate with another artist, you are going to be collaborating with them and you're going to be bringing their audience over to your channel and vice versa. You're going to be bringing, your audience over to theirs and their audience over to you. So with all of that being said, what are some tools that you can use that you can find out, okay, is this channel going to be right for my channel? Is their audience going to be something that is going to be interesting to my channel? So understand that when you are going forward to find people to collaborate with you, we need to first seek out people who are going to be relevant and interesting to our channel. So we need to understand that. So just remember in chat, if you do have any questions going forward, we will be having a question and answer page. We can link that in chat as soon as Andrew gets that. We will be able to go in and we will be able to take a look at that and see the different questions that you guys have specifically. So You were the first one to view the live stream. Man, I'm so glad you were here. I apologize for the audio issues on the stream. Andrew, hopefully when we're posting this on the YouTube channel, we can edit out my little we can edit out my little snafu there. So 50 of you guys are in here now. That was what I wanted to see. So again, guys, if you want, remember, we're going to have a link in the chat that is going to be able to allow you guys to go in there and find to ask questions, and I'm going to answer them after we talk about our main topic. So let's go ahead and dive into it. Collaborations, people who you want to work or cross promote with your channel. So let's go ahead and take a look at that. So if we go over to, let's take a look at a video. So let's look at, say, the last live stream we did over at TubeBuddy. So I'm going to go ahead here and we're going to get out of this and we're going to do this here. So as you guys can see here, you now can see my screen. So what we're going to do is this. We're going to take a look at Roberto Blake's last live stream. So we're going to take a look at what he did here on TubeBuddy. There is his live stream right there. And then over to the right of this live stream, we're going to see something called Videolytics. This is a rather new feature here on TubeBuddy. So we're going to be taking a look at all of those. And we're also going to be looking at Channelytics, which if I go here and open this up in a new tab, I'm going to be able to show you guys Channelytics as well. So if we go here to Channelytics, we're going to be able to see for every channel that we pull up, we're going to be able to see the subscriber count, the amount of views, the amount of videos, and we're also going to be able to see something here that's very, very interesting. We're going to be able to see links here from the channel, and then we're also going to be able to see channel tags, which means these are tags that these people use for their channel. And this here could be a good way for you to see, oh, are they using some of the same tags? Are they talking about some of the same things that I talk about? So understand that when you are going to try to find someone to collaborate with, not only do you need to look at their sub count and their view count to kind of make sure they're of the same size as you are, but you also need to take a look at the tags they're using and to see if they're in any way in line with what you are doing. So again, you can do all of this within the Channelytics. Now, not only that, you can go and take a look at their subscribers, their views they're getting per day. You can change that to all time in the last 30 days. Again, all of this is going to be under the Channelytics tab. So basically all you would have to do, so let's go to Owen's channel. So if we go to Owen's channel here and then we go to Channelytics, we're going to be able to look at all of the data for Owen's channel. So lifetime, Owen has over 1.3 million views, almost 23,000 subscribers. So as we can see here, we can take a look at people's Channelytics and really get a good look as to what kind of channel they are. So again, take a look at the channel tags. By looking at these channel tags, I'm able to see that right here, you can look at their channel tags and see, oh, this is a channel about YouTube training and YouTube tips. So this person would be fantastic for me to get to have them collaborate on my channel. So understand that you can look at their channel tags and you can also look at their activity. So you don't really have to use a tool for that. You can go through here, take a look at all of their previous videos and see, are these people utilizing videos? Are they posting videos that are similar or would be interesting to my audience or my community? So understand that you can use Channelytics and you can look at their activity to understand what they're doing. Now let's go back to a video, which is what we see here. And then underneath the Videolytics here, we are able to take a look at a very in-depth look of all of the information about a specific video. So you're going to be able to see the total views. You can even see how much money estimated earnings have been made on that video. You have something here called the engagement rate, which is going to be how often viewers are commenting, liking, or disliking. So understand that as well. Basically, to see what all of these things are, you can hover the question mark over those items and it will tell you an exact description of what that specific analytic is about that video. So let's take a look now at engagement. You can see here, you can see SEO. This is the one that you would want to look at for collaboration and getting people to figure out if you want to send them a collaboration request, or CR as it's commonly known as, which I see Andrew's putting that in chat as well. Thank you, Andrew, for always being on top of it. Give Andrew a hand here, folks. But as you see here under the tags, you're going to see here that here for this video, more views, get more views on YouTube, how to get views, more views with tags. It's letting me know what that video is about. So utilizing these tools from TubeBuddy, we're able to get what I call a behind the scenes look of what's going on when people are uploading videos to their channels and to see if they're going to work for a collaboration. Now, what are the benefits of collaborating with a different creator? I've already mentioned the first one, and obviously the most beneficial is that you're bringing two different audiences or multiple audiences together, okay? And you're putting them together, and once you do that, you're introducing new people to your channel, and you're also introducing new people to the other person's channel. So this is being able to utilize two audiences as one and bringing them together. And by using Channelytics and the Videolytics feature via TubeBuddy, you're able to get a better view of whether or not you should even ask this person to collaborate with you or not. So understand that when you're asking someone to collaborate, there's a couple of things that you need to do. Here's a couple of things, tips, pointers that I would give you if you're looking. And a lot of people always ask me, well, Dusty, I can't get anyone to collaborate with me. No one's willing to do this, with me. How come I can't find people to collaborate with me? Well, you're probably not doing a few of these things. Number one, when you're asking someone to collaborate with you, don't send them a one-sentence email or a tweet on Twitter and say, hey, would you like to collab, ? That's not going to work. You need to send an in-depth email. Don't make it too lengthy, too reedy, but you need to send an in-depth email or message to them via YouTube or Facebook or however you're connected with them and just say, hey, my name is Dusty. I run the Technology Guru YouTube channel. Here's what my channel is about. Here's a link to my Channelytics. Here's a screenshot that lets you know the views I'm getting, the subs I'm getting, the different tags I'm doing, the different videos I'm uploading. They need to understand what your channel is about. If you're just sending out a bunch of random comments about, hey, would you like to collab with me? That's not going to work. You have to really think this out and understand that if you're looking for collaboration, people are going to be willing to collaborate with people who are nice, they're kind, they come at them at a way of asking them a favor as opposed to having the other person do them something. So I see in chat, Azzy Taylor asks, Dusty, some YouTubers don't want to because you are too small. That's why you have to use Channelytics and Videolytics and different tools like that, Azzy Taylor, to understand the different channels that would collaborate with you. If you're a channel with 200 subs, look for other channels with 200 subs, get with them and collaborate. And then as you grow and get bigger, then you're going to be able to contact people. I'm going to use this example. On my podcast, when I first started, it was very hard for me to get larger YouTubers to be willing to come on my podcast, the YouTube Creators Hub podcast, where I interview creators every single week. But then what happened is, as the podcast grew and continued to get more downloads, and what's happening now is the quality has improved as well, and I'm getting 10, 15, 20,000 downloads a day on that podcast, I can send out that data to potential guests, and I can get larger YouTubers to come on. Now I'm getting YouTubers who have 1 million subs, who have multiple millions of subs, and I'm getting larger YouTubers to come on my podcast and collaborate with me now on my show because I put in the time. You're not going to be able to get Casey Neistat to come collaborate with you right now if you have 42 subscribers, right? So what you're going to have to do is understand that you're going to have to work your way up the ladder. It's just like with anything in life. If you want something, you've got to put the time and the work in and have to understand that it's not going to just be handed to you. You're not going to be able to collab with larger YouTube channels if you are a smaller channel. They're not going to do it. What's the benefit for them? You have to not only bring benefit for yourself, but for your collaboration guest as well. And also, once you start collaborating with someone, you have to understand how you're going to do it, right? Don't just come at them with, hey, would you like to collab? And then they're like, oh, yes, I'd love to collaborate with you. What do you have in mind? And then you say, I don't know. You need to have something written, typed out, written up, whatever the best way for you to do that is. And then once you've done that, you'll be able to come at them with a very educated piece of paper of, here's what I want to do. I want to do two separate videos, one on your channel, one on my channel. I want the one on your channel to be about this, the one on my channel about that. Now, a couple of people who are doing this very well, if you guys are into video gaming at all, even if you're not, you could check this out. So there are two guys who do mobile gaming who do a lot of Clash Royale stuff. They're Nick from Nick at Night Gaming, and then Molt also does some mobile gaming as well. Those two collaborate all the time, and they do very similar videos about similar topics, but they do them on their separate or relative channels. And with that, they're bringing their very large audiences over to each other's channels, and that has tended to work very well for their individual channels. So go take a look at those two channels, Nick at Night and then Molt, M-O-L-T Gaming. They do very, very good when it comes to collaborating with each other. Apologize there. I had to get a little water, had to hydrate there. I don't want you guys to not be able to hear my voice there. So again, I think Andrew has posted the link to where you can ask questions. Now, so like Steve Isaac has just put in chat, he said, I have an education channel with the same name. So if he has an education channel, he needs to look out for people who also have education channels, and those are the types of channels that he wants to collaborate with. So understand that if you're doing collaborations on YouTube, if you're doing them, you need to understand that you need to find channels similar to yours. If you're a video game channel or a video game, YouTuber, how in the world why would you try to collab with someone who has a cooking channel? That just does not make any sense at all. Your audiences are in no way relative or relevant to each other. So understand that when you're doing collaboration on YouTube, that you need to make sure that you're doing it with channels that are going to be also interesting to your audiences. So, all right, Andrew, if you would, as I finish up talking about the collaboration topic here, shoot me over the link via Skype or some way. I see the one you've sent now, but it's not letting me look at the actual questions. So if you could do that, I would really appreciate that. Andrew always does so much for me, helping me out, helps all of us out here on the TubeBuddy streaming that we do. So it's just fantastic that for some reason Andrew is showing that I am not logged in to that channel. So hopefully we can fix that, and we can. I think I'm going to fix that right now. So if you do have any questions, go ahead and put those. Go ahead and put those questions in the link that Andrew's sending out there. So we're going to go ahead. I think I should be up. Yep, there we go. Right there. I see 7 responses already coming in. Andrew, we are good to go, my friend. All right, so let's see here. There's a couple of questions in chat that I wanted to get to before I dove into there. So when people are asking me, well, my channel's too small, or what's the first thing you do when you want to collaborate with somebody? You just have to ask. But I just explained, if you're going to ask someone to collaborate with you, understand that you have to do it the correct way. So understand that, guys. If you are going in and you're trying to do this, you need to understand that that you need to do it with people who are going to be relevant to your YouTube channel. So that's basically all I wanted to say today about collaboration. Now I want to get on over to your questions. So for some reason, I'm not able to connect to the live stream here. So I'm going to refresh that play. Nope, that's not good. All right, I'm going to connect back over to chat here. There we go. All right, now I'm back into chat here. I don't know what's going on with that. I don't know why the chat was going on. And understand that when you ask someone to collaborate with you, that you need to understand it's a two-way street, right? Like you have to understand that you're working with someone else, okay? You're working with someone else, and with that being said, if you're working with someone else, that's another personality, they're a different type of person, and understand that when you're doing that, you need to understand that it is a two-way street. So I'm going to go ahead and move on over to the questions and answers for this week. If you have any questions specifically about collaboration, or maybe about TubeBuddy, or about the features and things that we offer, please let me know, as that's definitely something that I want to take a look at. But remember and understand that you can utilize these features, Channelytics and Videolytics, when you have your TubeBuddy plugin installed, and you can utilize these. So, all right. Jinja Nuts Gaming says, hey, Dusty, this is great as I'm starting some game collabs. Awesome. I'm so glad that you are utilizing collaborations, and you do need to understand that utilizing collaborations for your channel will benefit you in so many different ways. So understand that as well. All right, so we're going to go ahead and go to individual questions here. The first question comes in from Jay Dakid, D-A-K, Daykid, maybe? How can I properly ask for a collab without seeming like I just want their views? That's a good question. I think I explained that pretty thoroughly in the previous segment there when I was talking about how to properly ask someone to collaborate with you. So basically, the way you need to sound is you don't want to sound desperate, right? You want to sound like you are actually wanting to benefit them as well. What I've learned in life, not just in YouTube, but when you help other people get what they want, in turn, you're going to get what you want as well. So understand that when you're doing collaborations, it's a two-way street. I've already said that a number of times, but when you, the kid, it's like the kid. All right, the kid. All right, I'm sorry I mispronounced that there. But when you're looking to collaborate with someone, you need to understand the value prop or the value proposition, right? And you need to present that to the other person. What is the value proposition, okay, for them? Because if you're not offering them a benefit, what's the point of them doing it? It's a waste of time, okay? So understand you've got to see what the value prop is. Understand that. All right, great question though, Da Kid. Great question. Question 2 from PV Vlogs. How to collaborate to other countries' vlogger. I assume you're asking how to collaborate with people from different countries. Great question. Again, it's all about lining up your time zones, shooting them an email. They can answer an email while you're asleep. And then the great thing about collaborating over the interwebs is that you don't have to record the videos and do the videos at the same time, right? You can record segments of the videos at night for you and in the morning for them, and then, upload the videos at a later date, whenever the perfect time is for your channel and whenever the perfect timing is for their channel. And again, that's another tool of TubeBuddy, is figuring out what the best time to upload a video. So, yeah, Andrew makes a great point. TubeBuddy works with Nick, and Nick is located in Thailand. So yeah, Nick's, because I always wondered, why does Nick do those live streams on Saturday morning, which is extremely early my time? But the reason he does that is because the time zones are so different. I'm not even sure what time it is there where Nick lives. And speaking of Nick, I'm going to have him on the podcast very, very soon. So yeah, it's all about working it out and figuring out what works for both of the creators and trying to a little give and take. It's like a relationship, a little give, a little take. Photo Joseph asks, why does the TubeBuddy Videolytics sometimes show a different set of tag rankings than what you see in the edit video page tag rankings? Videolytics consistently shows some tags unranked that the edit video page shows as ranked. Which do I trust? What I would say about that is trust the ones that are not the Videolytics ones right now, because that is a feature that is rather new. And so I would definitely, and Andrew can hopefully back me up on this, I would check out the ones that are on the edit video page before I would the Videolytics, because we're still ironing out some kinks with the Videolytics feature. And to be honest, the Videolytics for me are one of the most interesting and most exciting features of TubeBuddy as a recent date, because being able to go into a video like, say, this video here, Andrew always making a cameo in my live streams, but going here and taking a look at these videos, being able to see the views and the engagement and the like ratio from my channel is such a benefit. And if you didn't know that this was here, you can actually go and compare, hit the compare button, and then go to this channel's most popular video and my channel's most popular video, whatever you want to do, so we can compare these two, and you can actually take a look between, hey, here's the most popular video, and here is this specific video. How is it, checking out between that? So understand that you can compare videos as well. So I just absolutely love the Videolytics feature. So if you didn't know that was there, make sure you have installed and you are a part of the TubeBuddy community, and go ahead and get that plug-in, and guys, you will be able to do the Videolytics as well. Next question coming in from Like and Share. What do you think of broadband TV? Will network like BBTV, would you propose to increase the audience? Broadband, I'm not sure. You'll have to expand upon that question. I don't really understand what you're asking. Next question comes from Half Psycho Rocks. He asks, how can I collaborate with another channel? I think I've explained that in ad nauseum in today's stream. So if that's something that you are interested in, you can definitely go back and watch the video from the start. I think I did a pretty good job of explaining the different tactics to use to collaborate. If you're asking the question how to get more subs or views, it is, I'm not going to answer that question. Again, that's kind of the lazy man's question. If you're wanting to really do that, you have to put the work in and go back and watch all the videos, like on TubeBuddy, on my channel, watch Owen's channel, watch Brian's channel, Nick's channel, Roberto's channel, Daryl Eves. There's so many video creators, Tim Smoyer. There's so many great creators out there who are YouTube gurus who can help you. And again, when people ask me that, I think they're just not putting in the time and the effort. So don't ask that, okay? How do I get more subs? And how do I record my iOS? So I'm not going to ask how to get more subs, but I will answer how do I record my iOS. So there are a couple of ways of doing it. If you have a Mac, you can actually utilize a piece of software called Screenflow. This is what I actually do for all of my iOS videos. Screenflow is an amazing piece of software. I love it, love Screenflow, maybe I can link to it. If you go to my channel, I have a bunch of different tutorials. I actually have a premium course on how to start to finish, how to use Screenflow. So if that's something you're interested in, then definitely check that out. If you're on a Mac, you can use software called QuickTime. QuickTime will actually record. You just plug your iOS device in, record it that way, and then you can actually utilize a piece of software called Camtasia. Studio 8, they have a feature in there where you can record like the taps and the taptic stuff on an iOS device. So a bunch of different great ways that you can record your iOS device. All right, next question coming in from Ernest the Dude. I want to collaborate with you, Dusty and Andrew, but I don't think my channel fits with yours. Is there any way to still collab? Ernest, I will take a look at your channel after the stream, and we'll definitely touch base. Again, you have to understand that in order to make it beneficial for both creators, and to understand that there needs to be value prop for both of the individuals involved, you need to once I look at your channel, I'll have to kind of analyze whether or not it would be worth it for me to collaborate with you, not because you don't have great content, but because your content may not be relevant to my channel. Why would I want to put something on my channel where my audience is not going to be interested? So Marta, Laura, welcome to the stream. She says, hello, everyone. So that's that. Ernest, great question, though. Not saying that I'm against collaborating. Maquette Boss, I make Minecraft videos, so should I collab with other Minecrafters? Yes. Simple answer to that, yes. You need to be collaborating with other Minecraft YouTubers or YouTubers who are similar in what you do. So the type of content that you are creating needs to be simple. Kate's Adventures, I like collabs, but I don't like people asking for collabs and not knowing what they want to do. I agree with that. That's such a good point. And I made that point earlier. Kate, great. Kate's always stopping by into the stream. Great point. Great point. Maquette Boss asks, is there a free software for Mac that records mic and music at the same time? The software I'm using now, OBS, can do recording as well. So I think Andrew just put OBS as well. So OBS is a great piece of software, and it's what I'm using now, and it's really great for live streaming, and it can do recording, and it's free. Open broadcast software. It's a piece of freeware, which means the community works on it together. So yeah, you can use OBS. Great piece of software. Question number 9. Insel Gamer. Hey sir, I have a gaming channel with 3,000 subs. You do live streams of Clash of Clans daily, but I do not get many subscribers. What should I do? Again, I'm not going to answer questions like that. Again, there's great content here on this channel as well as all over the internet and YouTube to help you improve. Zamex Commentaries. Great name. I like that. Zamex. Sounds fierce. I want to collaborate with other channels, but it's very hard to find people who are speaking the same language and do the same content. Can you please give me some tips? Well, Zamex, I would have to know first what language you speak. Would need to know, are you using the YouTube client or the YouTube site from that specific community or country or dialect? And what you could do is you could go to Google and search for, let's say, cooking. If you're a cooking channel, cooking in Spanish, and then go to videos and look on YouTube for people doing Spanish or Espanol videos in relation to cooking. And just find people who are interested in what you're doing, and they do the similar things as you, and do the same thing I've been telling everyone to do, just in a different language. So yeah. Or what you could do is, if you're an English-speaking creator, you could find someone who is a Spanish-speaking creator or a different dialect than you, and have them do your videos in different languages. They could do your captions on your videos. So there's just so many options out there that that you could do with that. But great question. Great question. I love creators who are doing things outside of the box. Mackett Boss asks, is it a good idea to collab on stream? Yes, absolutely. When you collab on streams, it just brings a different face to your community. You can get on different people. It's just like podcasting, right? I am a guest on a lot of different shows throughout the month, and I'm able to introduce different audiences to my podcast because I'm going and I'm collaborating with other podcasters. So absolutely. Zamex, thanks for your answer. Absolutely, man. No problem. I love answering these questions from you guys. You guys have some great questions today. You guys have some wonderful, wonderful questions. So yeah, absolutely. Great question. Definitely do collaborations with live streaming. You asked like both of us streaming at the same time. No, I would actually have them on your stream. That way you can kind of have a conversation like you would naturally would, like you're having a conversation with your buddy, your friends. It'd be very, very interesting that way. I've never done it on my YouTube channel, but over on Twitch, I've worked with some Twitch creators, and I've had them collab with each other, and it has made a very, very big difference. So. Question coming from Shlomo Dahan, I think is the name. How do I get a collab with a small channel? I know you explained it, but can you explain it again? I'm not going to explain it again just because of redundancy. I don't want people to have to hear me over and over again. But basically, find a channel that's the same size as you, connect with them, make sure it's relevant to your audience, and go with that. That's exactly how you would do it. Next question coming in from Miss Yabi Addison. I have a do-it-yourself and food channel. Is it good to make friends with people you collab with first? Oh, man, this is a good point. This is a good point that I forgot about mentioning in the original segment at the beginning of the video. When you're asking someone to collaborate with, you know what makes a good collaboration? People who are comfortable with each other, people who are natural with each other, people who you see on video look like they like each other. So a great question from Yabi Addison as she's asking, should we be friends first? I think it is a benefit to do that. I think that if you get on a show with someone or you get on a video with a creator, the chemistry will just seep through the video. So like you want to be on a video and collaborate with people who are going to actually, I guess you would say, help you, bring you up, lift you up, right? So understand that when you are collaborating with other creators, that the banter back and forth with each other really helps that chemistry and will really help the video perform better. So I think that was a piece I missed out the last time I did a podcast about collaboration as well, is that it really is crucial as the creator to get along with the person. So understand that if you're friends first, it will help you with the conversations that you have back and forth with each other. Great, great question. Mackett Boss, how much is an ideal number of people for a collab? Like 4 people, I would start with 2, you and another person, and go from there. Sure, if you want to do a group of people who do the same type of content, that's great. But honestly, guys, start out with 2 first, see how it goes, and then see kind of what happens. That would be my thing. So Yabi, you said thank you, because that was a fantastic question, and it brought up a point that I had never mentioned before. So absolutely. Absolutely. If you have any more questions, guys, don't forget to put those in the Google form there that Andrew is posting. We got a bunch more here to get through. Let's see here. Are TubeBuddy video earnings accurate? If so, how close are they? So if we take a look at a video, let's just take a look at one of my videos, for instance, okay? Let's take a look at one that I know how much I have earned off that video. I'm not going to tell you exact numbers, but I do want to give you, because this is a great question, I do want to give you guys a little bit of an inside look at kind of how it works. So let's just go to let me take a look here at this video here. So this video here was posted a month ago. It was a tutorial on how to live stream on YouTube on mobile. So here the TubeBuddy Videolytics says that I've earned almost right at $9, almost $10, okay? But if you look here below this, this is an estimated, and if we hover over this here, this is an estimation. So it's based on a $1.50 per 1,000 ad views. So I know that my CPM, okay, my ad rate is going to be different. I know what mine averages on a normal month is a little bit higher than this. So I can tell you that I've probably earned a few dollars more than what it says here on this specific video. So I would say that they are in the ballpark as far as that goes, but they are not exact. So you can't go to a video and say, oh, well, Dusty must have earned exactly $9.19. No, I didn't. I did not make that exact amount of money on this video, but I did make a very close. Kate, those thumbnails are on point. I think so too. I think they're on point. All right. Next question. So we're going to go back over to the channel here. Next question coming in from the Gamers United. I want to know, how do I show value? Should I use TubeBuddy Videolytics to show them what I can bring, or straight analytics? What analytics should I focus on? You can use a combination of both. So the TubeBuddy Videolytics, which is what I just showed you, like on one of my videos here, like this one here. If you take a look, it's going to show you some more in-depth stuff that the analytics within YouTube do not show you. So it's going to show you like historical, like right here, it shows you that as time progresses, you can see here that I have a pretty good arc here. People are continuing to watch. The engagement rate is right at 4.4%, which is kind of poor, not really good. It's getting about 15 views per hour, which means it's getting 15 clicks per hour. So I'm able to get some really in-depth information from the video analytics from TubeBuddy. But you can also go to the analytics from within YouTube, and you can find some other interesting stuff that you may not be able to find within the Videolytics. So use a little bit of both of them, right? Use a little bit of both of them. So understand that you can use both. Next question. Coming in from, we're going to skip this one because we've answered a bunch from him. Azriel Adam, I don't have a Mac. I only have an iPhone SE. Do you know how to record without a Mac? Again, you can use QuickTime. You can use Camtasia. You can Google record iPhone. You can mirror your phone using Bluetooth. There's a bunch of different options you can utilize. You'll just have to do the research to see which one is going to work best for your specific needs. All right, and the next question coming in from the Coda. Your channel is mostly sketch videos and good challenges. How do I reach out to collab with others? I've never quite understood how to reach out. Via email, via Facebook, via Twitter, via YouTube messages, going and commenting on their video and say, hey, I would be interested in speaking with you more. Don't ask them right there about collaborating. Say, I would like to speak with you more about talking with you about something I had in mind in terms of collaborating with you. So yeah, there's always great things and ways that you can do. So Nick, what's up, man? It's good, always good to see Nick in the chat. Everybody give a shout out to Nick. I love what Nick's doing over on his channel. We just spoke about him talking about collaborating with other creators who are overseas or in different time zones. So Nick is a great example of that, as we do work with him. TubeBuddy works with him. I don't specifically, but TubeBuddy does, and Nick does some awesome work, some of the best edits in the business. So welcome to the stream, Nick. So excited that you decided to stop by. So Coda, great question, by the way. The Pancake King asks, is it important when propositioning for an upload to upload consistently on my own channel to prove that I'm active? Absolutely. You need to prove that you are active. You need to prove that that you are consistent. And if someone's going to collaborate with you, why would they collaborate with the channel that's not uploading consistently? So yeah, absolutely. It is good to prove that, hey, look, in the past month, I've uploaded consistently every week, twice per week. So absolutely. Great question, by the way. You guys are asking some great questions today. All right. MTG Young Mage. I get collab requests from channels with a lot less subscribers. Is it worth my time to do them? So again, this is going to be a situation where you need to figure out what the value prop is for you. You need to go and take a look at their YouTube channel and say, okay, they have less viewers, less community than I do, but do I think that I'll be able to bring over some of these viewers to my channel? Do I think the audience of this channel would be interested in what I'm doing? Or if you just like the creator, sometimes you just want to collaborate with a creator regardless of their size, just because you enjoy being around them, or your friends, or you are so impressed with what they're doing and you're thinking to yourself, man, why don't they have more subscribers or more interaction than they do? So absolutely, yeah, it's not all based on numbers. If it was based on numbers, you would really never do collaborations because it would be hard to find someone exactly with the same numbers and analytics as you have. So yeah, absolutely figure out what you can do to work with people who are going to be, you know, similar to you in numbers, but not exactly. So great question, by the way. DMAC for Life says, is it a good idea to look into channels that recommend you from YouTube videos for possible collaboration? Oh, another good point. So if you go into your analytics and you can take a look to see what videos are, you know, referring views to your videos, that means these videos are similar to yours. So understand that, yes, you can use recommended videos to find people to collaborate with you on their channel. So absolutely, absolutely. Great thing to talk about. Ginger Nuts Gaming says, building a community from collaborations is a definite advantage. Absolutely it is. Absolutely it is, yes. It's one of those things to where it's like, we have a community and the other channel has a community as well, but bringing those two together is just a good, like a good sandwich, right? You're bringing all this good stuff together. It's wonderful. It's wonderful. If you hear a noise behind me, as I tell you guys with all of these summer streams, my 2-year-old little daughter and my wife, they're home. I work from home here in my home studio, so you may hear her back there talking to her baby doll. So just ignore that. Just ignore that. But hey, it's real life, right? You're getting behind the scenes look. So if anybody has any more questions, I got one more that just came in here. Dusty, how did you meet TubeBuddy for collabs? Did you talk to Andrew first? Did you just ask other people like Brian to how to get on? How did you collab with TubeBuddy? Great question. For me, I reached out to TubeBuddy to come on as a potential sponsor of my podcast as my podcast grew and got larger because it's all about YouTube and YouTube training and whatnot. And Phil and the guys over there actually got back with me the same day and said, hey, we're going to check out some of your content. And they did their due diligence. And so once they checked out my podcast and my channel, they said, hey, why don't we do some work together? You know, we'd love to come on your podcast as a sponsor. And then the relationship just grew to where I actually do a podcast for them now, TubeBuddy Express, where people like Nick, he's going to be coming on the show very soon. Nick, I need to talk with you about that. I'm back from vacation now, so we can connect and touch bases and get you on the podcast. It's connected me with people like Owen. And you know what? That's the great thing about collaborations that Nick and Andrew both know. When you collaborate with one person, it's like it's like your circle of influence, your sphere continues to grow. So like what happens is when I connected with Phil, that opened me up to a relationship with Andrew, which then opened up to a relationship with Owen, which then is now going to open up to a relationship with Nick. And it's also allowed me to speak to creators like Roberto and work with him on different projects. So yes, absolutely. It's one of those things to where it's really fun to connect with people like the streamers over on TubeBuddy and working with them. So it's absolutely fantastic to collaborate and just watch it snowball. So fantastic. So all right. What other questions do we have? We got a couple more coming in. How do you get the chat function on your stream, like OBS? So basically, like what you can see. Let's see here. If you're asking like how do I get the chat on stream, like Roberto when he does a stream, I like the way he does it. I haven't done it the way that he's done it yet. But basically, you can break out the chat. So like I can go here and I can pop out the chat over here and I can drag this over. So like right here, you can see the chat now. Over here on the screen. The reason why I don't like doing that is because the way I have my OBS set up, I'm looking at my webcam on my main monitor here. But I guess it is beneficial to have it over here and to take a look. It just looks, I guess it just looks weird because I'm looking at the different camera. So that's kind of how I do it. Let's see here. Another question. What do we got here? Going in from let's see here. Again, don't ask any questions about advertisement or how to get more subs. It's you know, if you have any final questions, you can shoot those over in the comments section here in the live chat, and we can get back with those. But you know, overall, you guys have just asked some wonderful questions about collaboration today, and we've almost had 40 or 50 people in here the whole time. Right now we're a little below 40, and it's just amazing. So Nick has a great point. In OBS, you just drop the pop-out URL into the browser, and then the option in OBS, and you're all set. So basically what he's saying, and it's another way to do it to where you can look at it in over here, and you can have it in OBS. So like there's a URL when you can just open a new tab to copy the URL and put that into the OBS. I believe the setting is actually under when you add a new scene, it's called browser source. So you add it as a browser source, and then it works that way. So you can do it that way too. There's multiple ways to tackle it. What other questions do you guys have? You have some more questions, but they're not directly related to collabs. That's okay. As we get closer to the end of the stream, you can just go ahead and shoot me some other some other questions about YouTube and TubeBuddy that you may have. One day what I need to do, and Andrew, maybe this is something we can put in the books for next month, is maybe do a full tutorial, because live streaming is becoming such a big deal. We need to maybe do a full live stream one day of where I walk people through utilizing OBS, because it's a free piece of software, to live stream to their YouTube channel. That would be something really cool to do. So very, very interesting, something we could do. So what other questions do you guys have as we wrap up this week's stream? I do want to get to, do I watch UFC? I do not watch UFC. I should though. I should watch UFC. I mean, it's not that I'm not interested in it. I just honestly don't have time to watch much TV, and the TV that I do watch with my 2-year-old daughter ends up being Mickey Mouse Clubhouse, Puppy Pals, or things such as that. Kate's Adventure, a live stream sounds good. I think so. I think so. Here Comes the Pain asks, does ranking for high CPC keywords matter in terms of getting more revenue per click? No. I mean, it could. That was a snap answer, no. It could, but most of the time it doesn't. If you're ranking for a high key, the CPM is going to be based on your channel, historically, and how well you've done, not based on a specific keyword. So no, not. How to title your live streams. Number one, the pro tip that I give you, if you notice at the front of all the live streams here on TubeBuddy, we add that little red dot, so it looks like a record button. I'm not sure who started that trend or fad, but it's worked really well for us and other people, so that's a good one. Put the little record button there at the beginning, and then when you're titling your streams, you don't want it to be clickbait, and you don't want it to be a lie, but you want it to be intriguing, you want it to be interesting, and you want it to when people come on your stream, you want it to be relevant. So you don't want to title it one thing and then have them come in and it not be about it. So that's what I would say. How do I get that red dot? Andrew said he did it as a joke one time and Phil liked it. I like it too. Great idea, Andrew. If you're the starter of that fad, I appreciate that, my friend. How do you get that button? I've done it before. Is it a TubeBuddy thing? Is it an email? Like, what is it? Andrew can put that in the chat. So, yeah, Kate, dislikes do still count as engagement. Yes. The record button, the best trend ever. You do that on all of your live streams? Wonderful. Wonderful. Yeah, it gives it a look of that you are doing a live stream, right? Absolutely. Fantastic. Speaking of live streaming, as we get a couple of more questions before we end the stream, if you guys notice behind me, I have this black curtain. It looks like a curtain to you guys. I actually do voiceover work. That's kind of what I do full time. And so what this is in my studio, this is a sound barrier. It's what they call a sound, I don't know if they call it curtain. I think it's called a sound, I'm just going to call it a sound curtain, but there's a technical term for it. It dampens the sound, but I'm actually going to be, I've ordered a green one so I can utilize it as a green screen as well, and it's actually downstairs right now. My wife's going to iron it for me. That way it doesn't show all dirty and wrinkly or whatnot whenever it comes on, but I'm going to be having one that's going to be green that I can use for my green screen. So I'm excited about that. Acoustic blanket. Acoustic blanket. Nick, you're right. That's exactly what it is. So I have the acoustic blanket behind me that I use for my voiceover work, and I'm going to be getting a green one. It's a magic black curtain. It's exactly what it is. It's exactly what it is. It's called an acoustic blanket. What other questions do we have? It doesn't have to be specifically about collaborations. You can pop those in the Google form, or you can get those in the live stream chat there, and I will answer those. You have OBS Studio, but it barely works. Do you have any answers? I would need to know more details. I would need to know what doesn't work, what is your setup, how many scenes do you have set up. I will say that Nick, along with myself and Owen, we all have some really great tutorials over on our individual YouTube channels, over on Nick's channel and Owen's channel, as well as my channel, where I walk you through how to set up OBS. And if I ever have any OBS questions, I go check out Nick and Owen's channels to see if they've done a tutorial on it, because normally those guys are pretty ahead of the curve with that stuff. So go check out their channel because they've got some really good stuff about OBS and working with that piece of software. So, Andrew's talking a lot about watch time because we've had some questions about that. At the end of the day, watch time is going to be very crucial because that's what YouTube's going to look at, not only for, sending people to your videos and how they rank your videos in YouTube and Google, but also when it comes to CPM and different things with AdSense. So definitely understand you want to improve your watch time. You want people to, and a great way, people don't want to hear this, but a great way to improve that is get rid of those silly intros. I know this is something that that people don't want to hear because they've paid money to have intros created for them. But why would someone go to watch a video that has a 20-second intro? I'm going to go ahead and hit that back button, fast forward, or go to another creator, right? Do something like what Tim Smoyer does over at Video Creators, where he comes on first and he tells you what it's going to be about. And then once he does that, he has about a 4 or 5 second bumper of the logo reveal for video creators. So understand that if you're a creator, no one's going to watch your videos if you have a stupid 11 to 15 second intro. Okay, understand that. It's important. Nick agrees. So yeah, absolutely. Understand that if you're doing that, that you need to get rid of that. That's going to help your watch time. So Nick does have a good bumper. What other questions do we have? End screen or annotations? Definitely both. Annotations, they don't really, they used to be called something else. I don't think the annotations even exist anymore. They're called something else. They're called YouTube cards. But I've been utilizing end screens, and my click-through rate on my end screens are way better than what they've ever been because I put some time in them. Yeah, so do your end screens. Let people know, where they can connect with you. Again, you want to think of your YouTube channel as, here's the analogy that I like to use. You think of it like a big tree. You don't care where they are climbing on your tree, but you just want them on the tree. So they could be, on your email list. They could be on one of your other videos. They could be on your YouTube channel. They could be on your website. They could be on one of your social media pages. It doesn't matter. You want them in your ecosystem. You want them on your tree. And that's kind of something that I've always stuck with. And again, a comment that stuck with me in a podcast where I was interviewing Roberto Blake, and he said, I use all of my specific individual videos as business cards. That's what you have to think of your creation. When you're doing videos, they are like business cards. Understand that. If it doesn't let you do end screens, it may be because you have a claim on your account. Not a claim, but a strike on your account. So understand that. Tips for subscriber growth. Again, there's tons of videos out there on how to help you on this channel, on my channel, Nick's channel. A lot of great ways. Let's see here. Yeah, Nick's actually going and if we wanted to, Andrew, we could actually link to, if a lot of people are interested in OBS, we could link to Nick's playlist with some OBS tutorials in there. So absolutely. if I have a sports channel and my intro consists of me with a bunch of athletes, would that be an exception to the rule? Again, you have to understand that. I'm sorry, you're going to be able to hear my dog. I apologize. We're trying to let her out right now. I apologize. But yeah, so when you understand that he asked me, he has a sports channel and his intro consists of him and a bunch of athletes, that's fine. But if the intro is going to be longer than, say, 3 to 5 seconds, I don't think there is an exception. I really don't. I mean, maybe there is, and I would have to watch the intro to see. But again, it's one of those things to where I don't know. I don't think so. I think people are so connected and they're so in love with their little flashy intros that I think it's ending up going to be more of a deterrent as opposed to an improvement. So, again, you may be in love with your little intro, but take a look. You know, I don't think they're worth it, guys. All right, so let's take a look here. Yeah, I think that Mixopal's asking, your video shows that you get $15 on my video, but on AdSense it's nothing. It's not real time. So Nick's right. It's going to happen a month after is when you get the payout. So the payout for this month is from last month's earnings. So it's a month behind is the way it works. So you would have to take a look at your earnings in over in your estimated. And again, it's all estimated, right? So when you get the payout from AdSense, it may not be an exact number, maybe more, maybe less. So anyways, I do want to give a special shout out and thank you to all of you guys who have stopped by the stream today and have taken a look and have really been interested in the content that I create. I love doing these live streams because you never get this type of interaction with people unless you're doing a live stream. I'm just now looking at the full screen of myself, and I got a new 4K webcam. I got to set up the 4K, and I can't wait to see how that looks. So anyways, I get distracted very easily, but you guys have seriously asked some amazing questions today. I'm so excited about the future of these live streams and what we're going to be doing in the future on not only on the TubeBuddy YouTube channel, but over on my YouTube channel. And it's one of those things too where I love doing this. I love pouring into this community. I love going out of my way to answering questions for people who are just really in love with trying to be better as creators. And I'm going to play this little song here because I wanted to play it at the beginning. And hopefully you guys can hear it right now in the background. But I do want to let you guys know, thank you so much for hanging out with me, for being a part of this stream today. Thank you, Nick, for coming by, answering a lot of questions. I can't wait to have him on the podcast. And guys, until next time, keep pressing that record button. Stay consistent. Keep smiling. Stay positive. And I will see you guys in the next one.